Jak się masz? Today we are on Abbotsham cliffs, pretty close to Westward Hole, and as you can see behind me, the cliffs are not like super high, but they are steep. We just approaching the place where they go down, and then maybe we will be able to come back all the way to Westward Hole, racing against the tide, because I don't know if it's still retreating or it starts coming up today. So that will be interesting experience. There was a number of places like the one right in front of me that I could possibly try to roll myself down, but generally I didn't want to risk, since not far from here I can just go down like a civilized human being and then try to come back all the way to Westward Hole. So yeah, every now and then you can see tiny, bigger or smaller landslides. Majority looks like this, but yeah, we will try now to get down there and then quickly roll over the pebbles and see if we can manage to do it before the water gets up. As you can see, the water is quite out right now. However, the bottom is not very steep in here, so that water will come up, I can presume, relatively quick. And as you can see from the shingle ridge, the level here is quite high. Well, after all, it's 10-meter difference in a high and low tide. Okay, we are down. Beautiful access, as you can see. No need to stretch yourself. And now we want to start walking, and we want to go down on that relatively flat rock. It's completely different story looking from the top and see those pebbles, and right now when you realize actually how much below the pebbles are you. But we're taking advantage of that bedrock, which is relatively easy to walk. So it took me about 15 minutes to come to this point on the footpath. It shouldn't be very bad to come back. Everywhere is a smooth ride, but I expect I should at least reach those rocks you can see behind me. If not, we will just have to come back the same way. We will still have enough time, I hope. It didn't take me 5 minutes and we are already approaching the rocks, so the timing is pretty good. Behind those rocks we will see, and we make a decision if we continue further or we coming back, which is still possible to do in reasonable time. Disadvantage is I cannot really see the water, so I don't know what's going on behind those rocks exactly. We got a beautiful tiny waterfall. Oh yeah, this is one of the ways I was checking if it goes anywhere, but as you can see right now from the bottom, I only managed to go up there on that shelf just to find out you cannot really get down. It's nowhere to get down. But yeah, there is a possible escape landslide. The cliffs are here. The cliffs that are here apparently are very unstable. That's what the plates spread all around say. That's the one thing. The second thing to consider is they remind me one place in Wales, in Cornwall. All those round pebbles I'm just walking over, you can probably see on your movie, you can see there is like a layer of them stuffed in the soil. And I'm not a geology expert, but I would say they are all remains of the Ice Age era. They've been all shaped by the ice pushing the rocks and grinding them against. Oh, I'm not on my own here. That means there may be a escape route I skipped. I didn't notice from the top. Yeah, I can see right now it's not as nice and flat as it looks from the top. But still, it is better walking than over the pebbles. Not bad. Something shiny not far from me. I wonder if that's already a jetty, which means we're not so super far from Westward Ho and we don't need to worry. We will make it. As you can see, there is a tons of beautiful cuts in those rocks. Plenty. Tiny coves and perhaps caves. I don't know what we're about to discover yet. Oh. Time is ticking away. You gotta live your life day by day. But I think we still got plenty of time. As long as we don't encounter anything unusual on the way, we should be absolutely okay now, because the pebbles now disappear and we're coming into completely different surroundings. Just look at that. The cliffs get higher, but there is a less pebbles, and every now and then you got even a lot of shillet rubble, which is quite easy to walk. Okay, the only inconvenience right now is up and down, up and down. If it was smoother and flatter, it would be much easier. But I can see we're coming into area of the sand. Or at least what we Devonians call here a sand. Rocks in here also can be very beautiful. Oh, you see, I'm not on my own here, so nothing to worry. Hello. Oh, you can see another beautiful waterfall. Probably one of those I was passing on my way here. Wow. Now, when that gives up, there will be a lot of material coming down. We are in an area where there is relatively more and more people appearing. That tells me we made a good decision and we are not far from Westward Ho. Ho ho ho. Indeed, look at that beautiful area we just discovered. Perhaps not within our lifetime, but there will be caves. Well, that actually is a small cave already. That part of cliff is full of those tiny caves forming, but it's also the most unstable part, I would say. I mean, you can see everything at the top is loose, completely loose. Yeah, relatively small, beautiful cliffs, and I have to say, safe trip from one side to another. I could be tempted to go the other way, even more, all the way to Peppercombe. Here is another place where you can beautifully see those, what I think it's Ice Age boulders and pebbles right on the top of that separate rock. The top layer of soil already eroded, the rest is still present, and it creates like a pyramid of pebbles, different size. That looks amazing. And here on the top you can see as well how it actually looks like. I bet it's not a safe idea to walk right under that rock, but I did it anyway. Right, here is another place, you can see it nicely, hidden under the layer of soil. And another one. This is actually the area where the car park is located. Okay, that was a nice, beautiful, relatively quick trip. Below the Abbotsham cliffs. I don't know yet how far am I from the jetty. Oh yes, I can see the jetty right now. So basically we are safe back home. Up there is already the point I started my travel, so the whole lot didn't take more than an hour, both ways pretty much. So yeah, it's a nice and relatively quick trip. Now I'm going to the jetty, because that will effectively make my walking way easier than it is right now. And I think it's time to go home. So I will see you on another exploration. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos. I see you on another trip. High five!